The only way to end the cycle of violence is to address the root of it, which is systemic racism.
Ma'am, come down off the pole.
My name is Bree Newsome. I came to national recognition when I scaled the flagpole at Columbia, South Carolina, and lowered the Confederate flag.
You come against me with hatred and oppression and violence. I come against you in the name of God.
I think the fight over Confederate monuments and flags and symbols, it's really about a battle of ideology and an understanding of history. These monuments symbolize slavery and systemic racism. And so when people are going back and forth over how these monuments should be displayed or if they should be displayed at all, what we're really debating is our history of slavery and our present reality of systemic racism. We have to remember, segregation was the law of the land until just 50 years ago, and even though it's not the law of the land, it's still very much a social practice. Many of our institutions are as segregated today as they were before the Civil Rights Movement.
You're not born today. None of us are born today.
The neo-Nazis and the white supremacists, they see an ally in the White House. They see allies in the police force. They see allies in the entire power structure, and they're not entirely wrong in that.
I'm coming down. I'm prepared to be arrested.
I was on the news the other day, and the banner read, "Bree Newsome illegally removed flag in South Carolina." And, my first thought was, well, when Rosa Parks was arrested for refusing to give up her seat, that was also illegal. We forget that laws can be unjust, and that's why civil disobedience is an important and vital part of democracy.
The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want.
I hope that we don't see the same level of violence that we saw in the past. But one thing that is really concerning to me is that in the 60s, we still had functioning institutions. So you were able to pass sweeping civil rights legislation because we had, a functioning government at the federal level. Today, we're dealing with, a breakdown in our institutions in the most basic way. And I think that is an element that is unprecedented.